Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook. We are in Pacific Bay in Rhine Canyon. Case 41, The Seeds of Death. Ace, the sandstorm is on its way to Dusttown. You need to get there before it scatters all the evidence away. Dusttown? But why would we find evidence about Bruce Green's murder there, Chief? Because I know this district like the back of my hand, and Dusttown is the only route the killer could have taken to get in and out of the oil well. Now go to the town before the sandstorm hits, and make sure to protect your faces from the sand. Interesting. Seeds of Death. Cool concept, I gotta say. Ooh, I love, man, they're making the scene so cool. Yellow book, everything about vultures, that's obviously something. That's gonna be obviously something. And let's see, newspaper clipping, obviously something. Pentagram, cow, and cactus, right here. Ace, this is insane. It's like the desert is about to swallow this town whole. Think you found new clues about Bruce Green's murder? How'd you even manage to see them in that wind? Oh, this book is called Everything About Vultures. A book about the birds used to murder Bruce? What are the odds? I agree, this book must be the killers. They must have read up on vultures before the murder and discarded the book on their way back from the oil well. The book is stained with some kind of liquid. Can you collect a sample, Ace? What about that paper? It reads, grow food in the desert, and there was a picture of corn growing out of the sand. That's the project our victim was working on. And you're right, it looks like something is up for auction. The number listed could tell us more, but it's torn in half. You'll have to somehow decipher it. And this paper shows another plant. Half of it's faded. Well, Ace, get your dusting kit out, and I'll shield you from the wind. Well, we eventually probably have to go back to the offices or to the headquarters, so I don't know why we wouldn't just do that. But anyways, instead of doing that, we're going to do it the hard way. Alright, couple seconds. Yeah, under 5, which is good. Well, this sandstorm is no obstacle to your skills, Ace. Let's get the sample you collected from the killer book to the lab. You're darn tootin', we will. Ooh, only 6 hours. Wow. They're changing their timings on this. Are we gonna have 3 things that we're gonna have to look at? There we go. There we go. Oh, snap! I got all 3 right on the first try. I'm actually kind of shocked about that. Great, you deciphered the auction number on this call for the birds about the victim's corn project. Let's send it to Hannah. This is gonna be great, because I gotta grab a whole bunch more stars to finish this off, so. So who's this gonna be? Bruce, come be one with nature. Ezra Hope. Did you figure out what was written on the picture you found in the town, Ace? The message reads, Bruce, come be one with nature. It's signed by a certain Ezra Hope. Come be one with nature. Could this Ezra Hope be another colleague of our victim? I'll text Hannah to get an address. Oh, got it. He lives nearby. Let's go talk to Mr. Hope, Ace. He looks really creepy. Looks like a Russell Brand type guy. Yep, definitely a Russell Brand type guy. Are you Ezra Hope? Police officers. Groovy. Mr. Hope, Marshal Ace found this message you wrote to Bruce Green. Were you too close? Aw, yeah, the Green Man. He's pretty cool. I like the way he always babbles on about sciencey stuff, and he brings me sunflower seeds. He knows I love them. Well, we're sorry to tell you that Mr. Green is dead. He was murdered. Someone murdered the Green Man? Not cool, man. Not cool. I like smoking with him. Smoking? Are you telling us your victim liked to get high? High like the vultures in the sky. For a scientist, he was pretty down with the beauty of nature. I'll miss him. No words for that right there. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna wait around 12 hours. Might get on a little bit earlier. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, we're back. Playing Criminal Case. Let's do this. Ace, the substance you collected from that book on the vultures is unrefined oil. Well, yeah, but that was oil, but it's transparent and shiny. Isn't oil always black? Well, actually, it looks like that because someone tried to clean it up. The oil was mixed with cleaning agents. But oil isn't that easy to get rid of. Oh, so that means the killer tried to clean the book after the murder. But why? Well, oil wells are pretty messy. If oil got on that book, you can bet it got on the killer's clothes, too. And no matter how much they tried to clean it up, they won't have managed. So what you're saying is that the killer has an oil stain on their clothes. Well, they'll soon have a stain on their police record, won't they, Ace? Yeah, they're just gonna be in trouble. Alright, let's see what this thing's got. So I had a look at the auction number you sent me, Ace, and the auction was set up by the victim in order to sell his research on desert corn. The auction was advertised to all the biggest companies, and a lot of them were ready to pay big bucks for such an opportunity. Well, I don't get it. Bruce's associates said they were working for the good of the people. They didn't seem to have been in it for the money. Well, that's where it gets tricky. Just his name isn't mentioned anywhere in the auction papers. In fact, the victim took complete credit for the scientific discoveries they made. Wow, it's like the archaeologists, people taking credit for other people's work. Don't do it. So the victim decided to sell their work and didn't even intend to share the profits with Jess? Wow, I agree, eh? She must have been furious. Let's go talk to her. Yeah. That'll be interesting, though. Oil stain. Miss Practy, Marshal Ace found this call for the bids the victim posted. We know he was trying to sell your discoveries to the highest bidder. If I were you, I'd have wanted to kill him for betraying everything you'd worked for. Oh, so you figured it out, Marshal Ace. Well, I didn't want to speak ill of the dead, but yes, Bruce was just a money-grubbing thief. You know, he didn't even tell me about the auction, and when I confronted him, he acted as if it didn't even concern me. I was so mad, I had my first asthma attack in years. What Bruce did to me, I never saw it coming. I really thought he wanted to make the world a better place, like me. I told him when the last tree is cut down, the last fish eaten, and the last stream poisoned, you will realize that you cannot eat money. At least now he's dead and the auction will not go through. Quite a fortunate turn of events for you. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very happy about it. I've worked for years on this project. I spent countless nights bent over my microscope eating sunflower seeds by the packet just to keep me going. And I will share this discovery with the people who will use it to do good. The desert will never again be a barren place, Marshal Ace. Who's to say the corporations don't use it in a good way? Probably not, but I can't imagine how mad Jess must have been at Bruce's betrayal. Who knows what she may have done out of anger. You're right, Ace. The victim may have had other dirty secrets. We should have another look around his lab. That's the truth. Dirty little secrets, dirty little lies. Thinking of Dirty Laundry by Don Henley. Great song, great song. If it wasn't for copyright, I'd be playing it right now. Alright, so we got tongs. Are those tongs? Yes, they are. Microfilm, obviously a clue. A dustpan. Well, that's obviously broken. So, but there's a dustpan up here, banana peel, and a glass sphere. Okay, that's not a sphere, that's a sphere. The other one's a cylindrical object. What are those bits of stone doing in the victim's lab? I agree, we better put them back together. It may be a new lead. And that roll of film is so tiny. Is that a microfilm? Like spies use in movies to record secret information? How thrilling. You're right, someone tried to burn this microfilm, but a code is still faintly visible on it. Ace, it's time to use your spy-tastic deciphering skills. Booyah! No worries, Amy. I got you covered. It's not a C, obviously. It's this. It's a B. There we go. Nice. Under 5 seconds? Oh, 5 seconds exactly. Well, I knew you'd do it, Ace. You deciphered the code on that microfilm you found in the victim's lab in no time at all. Now it's Hannah's turn to exercise her skills and crack the code. Let's get this microfilm to her. Well, yeah, it took me 5 seconds. I bet you it's going to take her a little bit longer. 12 hours. That's about how long I thought it would take her. Alright, so I got to examine this broken statue. Uh-oh. this is even worse than the fire truck in the background. Well, there's a threat on the rock you put back together. It says, Bruce, you shouldn't play God. And is that a drawing of the victim being swallowed by a vulture? Talk about foreshadowing. Who could have sent this threat to the victim, Ace? Of course, the elaborate, colorful drawing. The reference to a god. This must be the work of Zuma. Let's go bust his Aztec chops, Ace. Kind of racist to think that he's the one who did it. But, I mean, it's kind of makes sense, but I'm just saying. It's kind of stereotyping. Hey, Mr. Zuma, Marshal Ace found the sculpture you sent to Bruce. Didn't you say you were friends? You'd even given him that headgear. Well, yeah, I treated Bruce like a friend. I welcomed him into our Aztec ways, and in many ways I respected him. But that doesn't mean I approved of everything he did. We often fought about his unnatural experiment and his god complex. You mean you fought because Bruce wanted to grow corn in the desert? I know he was in it for the money, but it still would have made the desert a better place and fed tons of people. Why didn't he want to change the desert? Mother Nature made the desert dry for a reason. It's not the desert which must change, it's man. Look around you, Marshal Ace. Mankind has destroyed nature. It has polluted every inch of it, and now mankind must pay. So you objected to the victim's experiment because you think we should all die for polluting the earth. You're mad. Sometimes things need to die to regrow stronger than before. It's like a delicious sunflower seed, small and gray, like a dead thing, but inside there's new life. Okay, you are a little psycho, but we'll deal with you in about 12 hours. I've been Pitching Ace 88. See you guys all in a little bit. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we're back. I finished this up real quick. Hey Ace, I feel like it's my birthday. The microfilm you found in the victim's lab was such a treat. I hadn't been faced with such a challenge in a long time. That code you retrieved from the microfilm, I traced it back to the GIA servers. Ooh, the GIA, as in Government Investigation Authority? They're in charge of national security, aren't they? Why would the government be snooping around our victim's lab? Well, you could try asking the agent in charge of keeping watch on your victim. Does that mean you managed to get a name? Not a real name. Those are even more heavily encrypted, but I got you his code name. A certain Agent Z was in charge of keeping track of the victims every move, like Men in Black. I managed to track the GIA servers just long enough to send a message to this Agent Z. He's waiting for you in the interrogation room. Yeah, he doesn't have scratches, but definitely got that Men in Black vibe on this one. That's kind of cool. I totally forgot about that idea, but the fact that the aliens are all MIB and stuff. Agent Z, what does Z stand for? Zebra? This classified information, Marshal Ace. I've been contacted by unauthorized means. I only came by to warn you that the GIA will not permit this again. Well, the thing is, you're a suspect in a murder investigation, Mr. Z. Marshal Ace found your microfilm in the lab where Bruce Green used to work. And when we deciphered this microfilm, we discovered you had been tasked with keeping tabs on the victim. Are you spying on Bruce Green? You did not have clearance to look at that microfilm's content. Marshal Ace, I will have to file a report with the GIA. We'll file all the reports you want, but we'll find your weakness, Mr. Z, and then you'll have to talk. The only weakness I have is asthma, and that's never stopped me before. The government wanted to make sure that Mr. Green could proceed with his research safely. Might have caught the attention of dangerous people. So you were assigned to protect the victim? Well, that didn't bring you much luck, did it? Stay close, Mr. Z. We'll be in touch. Ace, things have surely taken an unexpected turn in this investigation. First, we discovered that the victim was not trying to grow corn in the desert to help people, but to make money by selling it to the highest bidder. Jess's feeling of betrayal must have been extreme, maybe extreme enough to kill. And as if things weren't bad enough, a secret agent was keeping tabs on the victim because of his research. And let's not forget Zuma, who thinks humanity must pay for mistreating Earth. Honestly, I'm not sure this case could get any weirder. Marshal Ace, I've done something bad, something really bad. I'm pretty sure I killed the Green Man. So that obviously means he didn't kill the Green Man. Nobody admits it. But anyways, guys, that finishes off Chapter 2. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.